Hey, what's up guys? James and Cuervo Negro from Junkyard Fox. We recently undertook a road trip to Arizona to go camping. Unfortunately, there was a lot of setbacks. We were not able to camp, but we did manage to go fishing and we caught several trout and all that stuff, so that's really cool. And while we were fishing, I did film my EDC update for the spring and summer months of 2021. So the warm months, you know, all the new gear that I'm testing, all the stuff that I'm replacing, so on and so forth. But we did not get to do an EDC update for Cuervo. Unfortunately, we ran out of time and it was really crowded. So what we're going to do today, we stopped in New Mexico on our way home, and Cuervo's going to give us his EDC rundown for the warm months. Once again, the new gear he's wearing, you know, what he's replacing, you know, what he's switching up, all that good stuff. So without further ado, thank you for joining us. Let's get started. Now, for those of you who do not know, this is Cuervo Negro. He's my best buddy. We've known each other almost 20 years. He happens to be the cameraman of Junkyard Fox, well, except for today, of course. And he's also the musical composer. So Cuervo Negro makes all the music for Junkyard Fox, that unique bluesy spaghetti western sound. Be sure to check him out. He is on Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes, and Amazon. So, yeah. Anyway, very talented dude. Let's go ahead and get started, starting from the top. So let's take a look at that hat. I do believe it's new. So you said this is a straw hat, right? So as you can tell, there's small holes, so it's going to allow for ventilation in the hot desert heat. So a wide brim, protect, shade, shield the eyes from the sun rays and all that. But, you know, once again, it is getting warmer, so he's leaving the wool hats behind, and he's rocking something a little bit more lightweight. And then there's a turkey feather. I believe that was a gift from one of our patrons, Free America. Check out his YouTube channel. And the company is called Rafter. Yeah, so, yeah, something a little bit more of a lightweight type of hat. And, of course, he modified it a bit with a little bit of decoration there. All right. What about shirt pocket? Pen and notepad. I do believe that is a Rite in the Rain notepad, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, sketching, ideas, you know, ideas for songs, ideas for videos, anything like that. So, yeah. And then I do see something on your wrist.
It's a little Southwest bracelet.
Southwest bracelet. Is that silver?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, awesome. So a little bit more of a decorative piece. Medicine pouch. Oh yeah, you showed that last year during the summer months, huh?
Not much changed since here. I put ashes from a campfire sometimes in there.
Ashes from our past campfires.
Palo Santo. Little Magna Rock.
Was that from our trip recently to Arizona?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Cool. So a couple of things, more like sentimental, mementos from past adventures and stuff like that. So yeah, really cool. And where'd you get that medicine bag from?
From a maker called Leatherwork Cabins.
Leatherwork Cabins, yes. Okay, cool. We found a dead horse. Wow, that is gnarly. That's metal right there. And there's a lot of wild horses in this region. There's also a lot of, I do believe there's black bear in this region as well, and coyotes. So somebody had a buffet here. Somebody had a feast. Damn. Okay, so let's move on down to the belt and pockets. So over here on his left side, you got some sunglasses, some Ray-Bans, Ray-Ban Wayfarers, and so rocking that Bob Dylan 1966 look. Keep in mind, guys, we live in Texas. We undertook a trip to New Mexico and Arizona, so there's a lot of sunlight, and it's gonna hurt your eyes. So you need to protect your eyes. So he's rocking the good old-fashioned Ray-Bans. Cell phone, of course, that's the iPhone 11. And, of course, it's going to be your communication, internet, directions, all that stuff. Also pictures, videos. You even record music on there, right? When you're
Yeah.
Working on music? Yeah, cool. So, yeah, the miracle of cell phones. A little mini flashlight, the Rovy Von A3, I believe it's called. So we just got this flashlight for testing, A5, for testing not too long ago, and so far I'm really impressed. Cuervo's testing it out too. Even though it's very small, almost keychain size small, I mean, it packs a punch, so we're really impressed so far. So we'll have a review on this I'd say in about a month or two, but we're really impressed so far. The Wright Gen5 knife. Oh yeah, that thing is a brute. So yeah, if you haven't checked out our review, be sure to check it out. This knife packs quite a punch. It's of course a larger Genesis with a saber grind, so it's gonna have that bushcraft application, cutting notches and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's also thin enough to be a great slicer. So you're getting a lot of strength, but at the same time, it's just a great slicer. So we were able to make a trap for crawfish, process some prickly pear cactus, make a fire, all that stuff. So LT Wright always makes great blades. A2 steel, micarta handles, 90-degree spines, once again saber grind, made in the USA, great blade. Oh, and we also sell it on Amazon as well. So in case you're interested, go ahead and click on the link down below. You will not regret it. Great blade. Okay, so I see your leather pouch that you're carrying a Bic lighter, of course, a source of ignition. Yeah, some very simplistic. Bic lighters are like $1 something at every store. Very abundant, but very underrated. And this is really awesome. So your new multi-tool, it's going to be a Swiss Army knife, the Victorinox Rangerwood 55, I believe it's called. This thing is a beauty. Look at that. I believe those are walnut scales as well. I used to own one a few years back. Sadly, I sold it, and I regretted it right away. So show what other things it has. So it has a fairly large cutting tool, a knife. It has a large saw. So good for camping, good for the outdoors. A can opener with a flathead screwdriver. Bottle opener. Corkscrew. And an awl. Yeah, really awesome. That's beautiful right there.
That's it for that.
And bandanas. Rocking the Junkyard Fox 2020 bandana. And then there's you have a second one? Yeah. So one of them's to use, once again, we were fishing, so we're going to be wiping our hands with fish slime and guts and stream water. And then sometimes, when we are in town, at a store or something, we got to put on a face mask. So you don't want to be mixing those two bandanas. So he's got two of them. Okay, so let's move on to the other side. You have your cutting tools, your source of ignition, sunglasses, bandana on that side. And then on the right side, you have, that's your wallet, right?
Yeah.
Very customized wallet. And of course, you guys know Cuervo likes making trinkets and with leather and stuff like that, feathers. So, it has that rustic look. Oh, and of course, he's a guitarist, so he's going to be rocking a guitar pick. Oh, harmonica? Yeah, for those jam out sessions around the campfire. So far, unfortunately, we were not able to. But pretty soon we'll be camping, probably sometime next week, and Cuervo will be playing some jams. So that's an interesting EDC item that you don't normally see. Cuervo being a musician, he's got a guitar pick and a harmonica. Most people don't rock that, but hey, it counts. And even though these don't necessarily count as EDC item, but check out his new boots. These things are awesome. You guys know we happen to be just big fanatics of the Western genre, the Western aesthetic, so check out these awesome cowboy boots. You said that they're called Moonshiner?
Moonshiner Spirit.
Moonshiner Spirit? Yeah, these things are cool. Look at this guy, all stylish. Nice. And that's about it, right? You said that that's about it on your person. So he's got the hat, notepad and pen. He's got a lighter, several cutting tools, bandanas, and of course stuff he needs like wallet and a phone, sunglasses. Good stuff. And now let's go ahead and talk about the Haversack. So this is a Hidden Woodsman Haversack. This is one of the older models. I believe we got this one around 2017. I mean, as you can tell by then, it was already, Malcolm was making some really top-notch stuff. Really, water resistant, really good looking. There's Molly on the side, so you can go ahead and attach things to it. And just a classic bag. Really awesome. So first things first, let's look at the side. You have your water container, of course, from Ozark Trail. Just stay hydrated. And that one keeps your water cool, right?
Yeah.
So that's good because it's already starting to get very hot. Over here on the side, you have your Thrunite flashlight. That is the Thrunite TC-10. We do have a review on this light if you're interested in checking it out. Really great light, rechargeable. I really like the modes on Thrunites. They're not too complicated, nothing like that. So really cool stuff. So as you can tell, he has a light on his person, but it's a smaller light. In case he needs something stronger or one of them's damaged, he's gonna have something like this. There we go. It was a little loose. But yeah, great light. So a flashlight and his water container. And then you have in the back, normally you sometimes carry your, there's a sleeve in the back for an axe or a hatchet. He's got this Tomahawk. You said this Tomahawk is made by two hawks, right? Yeah, really awesome little Tomahawk. Go ahead and unsheath it.
It's called the Longhunter.
The Longhunter. Man, that thing is awesome. Look at that. Yeah, and once again, sadly, we were not able to camp this time, but sometime this week we'll go camping and we'll show it in action making a fire. Oh, check out that sweet Cuervo Negro patch. Those are for sale as well. In case you guys are interested, we'll have the link down below. So, really cool patch if you guys want to be rocking the Cuervo Negro merch. Oh, this was a gift from one of our viewers, Troy Jenkins. Look for collecting edibles or pine pitch, stuff like that. A small pouch. Fireproof matches. I'm sorry, waterproof matches. Right? Yep. So, a backup source of ignition right there. A little ferro rod.
That's it right there.
That's it. Okay, and then yeah, you could just place them on the side. A Smith's sharpening device. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, this is to hone up your blades. And then a little compass. For those of you who are new to sharpening, I really wouldn't suggest using these, but this one right here is really great for honing your rod out in the field. So, yeah, good little sharpener. Oh, a little ferro rod on it too? That's cool. I didn't know that.
It's a whistle.
A whistle as well.
And,
little flashlight.
yeah.
That's cool.
And that's it for that.
That's it for that pocket. Moving on down to the second pocket. Another pouch that was sent by Mr. Troy Jenkins. By the way, they're made by Campcraft Outdoors. And I believe they're like waxed. Yeah, that's the word that I'm looking for. So it's going to help protect the items you have in there from moisture, water, rain, all that stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think it's waxed canvas.
Waxed canvas. There we go. Another Hidden Woodsman pouch. And this one's really beautiful with all that desert imagery. You can see ocotillos and yucca, barrel cactus, prickly pear. Yeah, really beautiful. Very reminiscent of, our neck of the woods. So a small first aid kit. There we go. Bandages, gauze, a thermal blanket. Just something light. Nothing too particularly, elaborate, but you know, just the basic things. You cut yourself, a small burn, bug bites, that kind of stuff.
First aid kit.
Yeah, a little mini first aid kit in the first aid kit, so that's pretty cool. Okay, what else you got in there? A little emergency poncho, you know, for those times where we get caught by a little storm, some rain. That doesn't, you know, it's always good to help stay dry. A comb, safety first comb. So, you know, Cuervo has long hair. He's got a beard and stuff like that. So when you're out in the field, you know, after days, you're gonna be unkept. So it's always good to have a comb. I do see a good amount of people, especially like bearded guys, like they have a lot of combs. I do believe Leo rocks a comb for his EDC from Leo from Irish Zombie Nation. So once again, a unique item that not everybody carries, but it makes sense. Live fire. What are those? The fire starters?
No, it's just a empty tin, but
Oh, okay.
I like to use it to make char.
Oh, okay. To make char cloth.
Yeah.
Nice. A small little spoon, spork.
Yeah.
You know, for some camp cooking, some breakfast. Okay, so let's move on to the main compartment. All right, everybody's favorite subject, knives, and that is your bearded green beret Puukko, I believe it's called. I believe it's from the Pathfinder knife shop or Pathfinder Tool and Forge, I believe.
Yeah.
Very old, very rustic looking, very good looking. I really like that look, that design. It's very traditional, Scandinavian grind, walnut scales. It has a little pommel at the bottom, 90-degree spine. I believe it's 1095 high carbon steel. I could be mistaken. I don't know much about Pathfinder knives, but yeah, I really like it. I think it looks really cool. So it's going to be one hell of a whittler, one hell of a, you know, carving notches and carving spoons and that kind of stuff. And then you have a modified sheath for it, right? I believe that sheath was from the old Green River knife. And then you customized it to tighten it up and painted it.
Yeah, it's just for retention.
Yeah, keeps that retention. Yeah, really nice knife. So let us know if you guys are interested in us reviewing this knife. We are really behind on knife reviews, but that one's really cool. So, yeah, let us know. Go ahead and comment down below if you're interested in that. And then a second knife is your snake eater. Now you have a prototype. It's not quite the finalized one, but yeah, for those of you who don't know, I designed the snake eater last year, and while we were going from prototype to the finalized design, we were making some adjustments. So we went from prototype 1 and then this prototype 2, and then we did the last one, which was the final one. So it's not quite the finalized one, but it's getting there. It's much closer. So it still has that, it's rocking that multi-grind that's going to be, you know, Scandi going into flat. So whittling and, you know, carving on one side, and then, you know, a hell of a slicer for cutting up food, veggies, processing game towards the end. 3/32 inch thin with the Fox logo and the Woody Smith logo. And then black micarta with orange liners. We knew when we were making this prototype that it was going to be Cuervo, so he got to choose, you know, what colors he wanted to see on his blade. And man, that looks really cool. And the little striking pommel at the bottom. Yeah, so once again, if you guys are interested in checking out the Snake Eater, you know, inquiries on ordering one, stuff like that, go ahead and check out Woody Smith Knives on Instagram, or I'll post down below his website, woodsteelknives.com. And then you have a modified sheath for it, which is, once again, another old Green River sheath that you painted and added those tacks, the studs. Nice. And for anybody, you know, that's going to scoff, you know, why does this guy have, you know, 5 blades on him? Keep in mind, we were on our way to camp, so it's always good to, you know, practice with different blades, different skills, and, you know, test out stuff. So I don't think you're rocking all these knives all at once, right? But, you know, we're coming back from a road trip. But I do know that you carry this one quite often. If not on your belt, then I know I do see that. If he's not rocking it on his belt, he will have it on his haversack. Yeah. So once again, a great cooking knife, a great game processing knife. A water filter. Renovo water filter. Yeah, just in case. Now, I gotta say, we don't particularly advocate using these things. If possible, I would suggest, you know, of course, boiling water or using bleach to disinfect water. I don't particularly trust. I don't believe Cuervo is much of a, trusts these kind of things to drink water from a stream and stuff. But I mean, for an emergency, better to have it than just drinking directly from the source. Of course, a canteen and a spork. We brought a lot of those instant rice and that kind of stuff for, because we were going to be cooking and camping and all that stuff, going very lightweight. So we had a lot of ramens and stuff like that. So that's what we were going to use. All right, and then that's your new cooking kit. I do believe we used this last time we camped, right? We were making coffee on it when we camped in Cloudcroft. GSI Outdoors.
It's just a pot.
Yeah, so it's a cooking pot. Once again, in case while one of them over there is making ramen or something, or the other one could be making coffee, whatever the case may be, making some tea, something like that. So yeah, we used it last time in our last camping trip. We made some coffee on this thing, and yeah, I mean, it's really nice. I like it. It even complements your snake eater. The colors, that's cool.
That's it. Nothing in there.
Okay, and then what else? A small folding saw. Of course, for gathering wood and all that stuff. So, the hatchet that he's got, the tomahawk he's got, and then the knives, the multi-tool, and then this, I'd say you're pretty good to go for the woods. Whether making a shelter, making fire, all that stuff, carving. A small spade for digging. Yep. What's that? Is that your the firebox stove, right? Is that a
that's
fire ant stove? Yeah, so we're not gonna pull it out right now, but you guys know what it is. It's a small little wood stove for making a small fire in case you're on a hike and you need to make a fire to make some coffee or some ramen, something like that. So that's about it that he's rocking in his haversack. That's quite a good amount of stuff that you're able to fit in there. Now, of course, like we said, he is carrying a little bit more than usual because we were on our way to a camping trip. So he's got extra pots and pans for cooking. He's got, of course, his water container, several sources of ignition. It's always good to have several ways to make fire. And then, of course, you got several different ways to for woodworking, processing, collecting firewood. The tomahawk, the knives, the folding saw, and then a small first aid kit. You never know. So pretty good stuff. All right, so that is what he's carrying on his haversack. And then also we didn't get to show the tomahawk, how you have it behind on the Hidden Woodsman haversack. So that's pretty cool. That's convenient right there. I don't think he does that anymore. I don't know, but yeah, that's really cool. So basically that's all you're rocking on you, on your person, and on your haversack. Ready for adventure. So that's about it, guys, for Cuervo Negro's EDC update for the warm months of 2021. Some of the stuff, of course, is going to be for comfort, like his hat, which is far more breathable and lighter than like the wool hat he had for the winter months, stuff like that. Also, of course, testing new gear. We all love gear, so it's always good to test out new stuff, but also at the same time, rock the stuff that you trust as well. So any relevant links will be posted down below if you're interested in purchasing something like the Thrunite Flashlight, the LT Wright knife, all that stuff. Also, be sure to check out his music. Once again, it is on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. Really talented dude over here. And if you're interested in purchasing some Cuervo Negro patches, be sure to comment down below so you can reach out to him. And that's about it, guys. So thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.